I'm the baddest man on the planet. I heard Joe Rogan say something about me the other day, and I've been off all the social media, so I didn't reply to that little pussy. Little fucking midget, bald-headed midget.
Alright, and welcome back. This video we're going to look at when Tyson Fury went off on Joe Rogan. This was a few months back, and I didn't have my channel at the time, but I wanted to make a video on it back then, so I've just decided to revisit it now. I think it has some pretty funny moments in it, like Tyson, you know, big bald man, calling Joe Rogan a small bald man. Just a classic. Personally, I think Tyson Fury needs a bit of a reality check. He's been going off on everyone as of late, and he's been ducking the Usyk fight, but you know, that's a topic for another video, and more of a boxing as a whole problem. Anyway, it basically started when Rogan had Andrew Schwartz on the podcast, and they spoke about who the baddest man on the planet was.
Baddest man on the planet.
He's the GOAT. Yeah, there's no one thinks like Tyson Fury could beat John Jones in a fight.
Isn't that fucking interesting?
No one thinks that. Tyson doesn't think that. You want to talk about who's the baddest man on the planet? If John Jones and Tyson Fury are locked into a room,
game over.
I'm pushing all my chips on black. I'm just fucking. I'm like, let me tell you something. Tyson Fury is an amazing boxer. He doesn't have a fucking chance in hell of making it out of that room.
That crazy?
He has no chance of making it out of that room.
Isn't that crazy?
Zero chance.
So if you,
he would have to like catch John.
He have to catch him immediately.
Immediately with one punch, and I just don't see that happening, man. The threat of the takedown looms so large. That shot will come so unexpectedly. When he gets his hands around you, you'll be so stunned.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Rogan's a big MMA guy, and uses the example of John Jones, who's the current heavyweight UFC champ. To be honest, overall GOAT in that scene. You know, against the current boxing undisputed heavyweight champ, which is Tyson Fury. To make a point that any boxer is going to be in trouble when it comes to an actual fight, there isn't really any argument for a boxer beating an MMA guy, unless we're talking who gets the first punch. Boxing is quite literally more of a sport than MMA is, based on the rule sets. But I guess when you have an ego like Fury, logic is just going to go out the window. So instead of just laughing it off, he jumps straight onto Instagram to post this.
I'm the baddest man on the planet. I heard Joe Rogan say something about me the other day, and I've been off all the social media, so I didn't reply to that little pussy. Little fucking midget, bald-headed midget. I heard him say that John Jones could fuck me up if we went in the room together. I don't think so. Not a man born from his mother can fuck me up in a room on our own. Whatever happens in that room, I'd be walking out. Not a fucking...
I mean, I just love it. It cuts deep as well, since Rogan constantly lies about his height. He's obviously insecure about it, or at least was when he was younger. How much of a loony do you have to be, though, to just jump straight onto Instagram in front of your millions of followers and start hurling insults at this man because he thought another man would beat you up and spoke about it on a podcast? Honestly, Rogan's 100% right here, though. There is absolutely zero chance Fury walks out of that room. I mean, have you seen this man grapple? Looks like a fish out of water. And, you know, that's fine because, you know, I'm assuming he's done very little ground training, but you do have to be self-aware of that. You know, one leg kick from Jones and Fury falls down like a tree. Just wouldn't go the way he thinks it would. I mean, honestly, as well, I love that line. Not a man born from his mother could beat me. That is a pretty badass line. So Jones saw all of this unfolding, and, you know, in all fairness, he was probably sweating seeing his name trend, probably wondering what woman he'd ran over this time. But thank God, it's just Fury running his mouth again. So he jumps onto Twitter to post these, basically just saying, yeah, step into the octagon if you think you're able to. You know, if you think you're going to do anything to me. He also retweets a fan and says he would get it done in one round. And then just ends it by criticising Fury for his contradiction, which, you know, is a fair point. Fury does say he's the baddest man and that he would leave that room instead of Jones, but then instantly starts spouting about in a boxing ring. It's not really a good look for Fury. I think it just proves even Fury knows he wouldn't stand a chance, you know, in anything other than a boxing ring.
Problem. I've been off Instagram for a while. I've been on holiday, I've been chilling, I've been training, I've been eating, I've been doing all sorts of shit. But yeah, I just want to say to everybody, right, I want to knock all these motherfuckers out and I'm ready to rumble. I've not fought since December, for no fault of my own. I've tried to fight fucking a little midget Usyk and he's not wanted anything. I've tried to fight AJ, don't want no smoke. I've tried to fight everybody. Andy Ruiz has asked for 20 million. Silly little bastard. I don't know where he's getting that from. Who's out there? Who's available? Zhang, he was a good little fight, but Joyce has wants his rematch, so that's not happening now. So I'm looking to fight anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. I cannot wait to fight Usyk, AJ, whoever's out there. I'm fucking you up because I am the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Tyson had a few days off before he sort of responded. I mean, he doesn't name Jones directly, but basically says he'll knock everyone out. And then at the end of the video says he's the baddest man, obviously referring to this whole thing. I guess he came to his senses though. I think he knew he'd never actually challenge any of these MMA guys in anything other than boxing. His ego's just too big at the moment, and he'd have a lot to lose. I know he struggles with his mental health as well, so I think it's best if he never sets foot into the octagon. That was basically the last comment we got from Fury though, but Rogan did end up talking about the whole thing with Brian Callen on a podcast.
Anybody beating that guy.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury's so good. He's so good. He's mad at me. He's
He
mad
is?
at me because I said John Jones would fuck him up.
But in an MMA fight, he would. That's not being mean.
Yeah, but it's just the way I said it. I dragged him into this who's the baddest man on the planet thing, which I didn't mean to do. I love the guy.
Yeah, but
It was
he's
just
probably
talk.
being
I was talking a
dramatic.
little loose.
He's being dramatic.
I was
He's a
with
fighter.
Schultz. I think we probably had a couple of cocktails. I was talking a little loose. He got very mad at me.
He
But I
did
love
for
the
real.
guy.
Got
Yeah,
mad?
yeah, yeah.
Did
He
you?
got
Did he
mad.
text you or
No,
talk to you?
no. He just talked shit about me. Made a video. I love the guy. I really do.
there's nothing
but
not
it's
to
just
love, but-
the difference. Look, if he learned MMA, look, that guy's a warrior. If someone taught him when he was young
Yeah, but-
how to wrestle and jiu-jitsu and leg kicks, he would fuck everybody up
I know,
as an MMA fighter as well.
Sure.
Because that's who he is.
Yeah, but
But the
also,
reality of wrestling is just
You're
it's
not
a
you're not
different
defending
thing.
against an ankle lock unless you've seen it and drilled it a lot of
It's
times.
not just
or
that. You're not defending against John Jones.
a rear naked choke. and-
Especially if there's nowhere to go. Like if you're,
Takedowns.
like I said, trapped in a room.
Yeah,
It's like,
but that's not insulting.
he thought it was.
It's a different sport.
Because he's a fucking warrior,
But
man.
it's a
You
different
can't
sport.
say that a guy is a better man than him. That's what it is. A challenge. I could have said it in a much more diplomatic way.
Okay.
That's probably one of the nicest and most down-to-earth replies I think I've ever seen. He literally sounds like he has zero animosity for Fury, even after being called a pussy to millions. I guess Rogan knows he's right though, and knows Fury's just going off on one. Rogan calling him the GOAT and then still standing firm on his point that Fury would lose is some good stuff. He enforces the point that it's because he hasn't trained in MMA, which is completely reasonable and, not some deluded take. And yeah, he probably shouldn't have said that so, definitively as he did. Maybe he should have BS some more. Who knows? But that's probably one of the reasons Rogan has such a big following, because he keeps it real for the most part. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole thing. I just found it funny, and the comments were too hilarious. Big bald man calling another man a small bald man. Too good. If you like the video, subscribe, and I'll talk about more dumb stuff soon. So yeah.